Hey everybody, good afternoon. My name is Luis Alcaraz, and the title of this video is going to be called Feedback on Paliperidone to all YouTubers out there. Coming up. Alright you guys, so I want to tell you guys that you might hear a couple slang words on this video. Alright, I don't like to use bad language typically, but I want to let you guys know how I am feeling, alright? So, you guys know I was taking paliperidone. I was taking invega, the drug that you all YouTubers hate out there. And let me tell you something right now, before I even get into the word drug. A lot of people like to call medications drugs. They always say, these stupid fucking, bitch drugs, they have a lot of side effects. They cause tardive dyskinesia, they cause akathisia. They cause a lot of side effects, right? They start using all these slang words. And let me tell you guys that every patient is different, all right? Every patient is different. It reacts differently to medications, all right? I got to tell you guys. Everybody's different, and what people don't understand sometimes is just because they have bad side effects with a particular medication, they don't understand that for other people it's very, very beneficial. That's what all YouTubers, people in the web don't understand. People using the web, they don't understand that for some sorry about that, that for some people certain medications are way more beneficial than for other people. And I don't like to call medications drugs. I'm going to get into the word drugs. When people refer to drugs, it's typically legal. Marijuana, those kind of drugs, or like even clonazepam could be considered a drug. But because those are legal drugs, right? Medications such as risperidone, olanzapine, paliperidone, I don't like to call those drugs because those are medications that help people stabilize. People call them drugs because there's substance in the ingredients that help the brain. That's why people call them drugs, because there's certain chemicals, right? But I don't think they're considered drugs. To me, drugs are considered like marijuana, all those other, you can name like 20 legal drugs out there. Those are drugs. Even alcohol can be considered something, alright? But what I want to refer is to that I am going to go back on paliperidone. Alright? I don't want you guys saying negative comments and panicking when you guys hear this. Alright? And I'm going to tell you why. So I was off paliperidone once again. I went off of it again for about over 2 weeks. I've been off of it over 2 weeks. And I can already tell, I'm not going to call them withdrawal symptoms, but they are symptoms when I am off the medication. Number one, my mouth is considerably drier. I don't have as much spit. It becomes drier. It's more difficult for me to pass food. I just hate dry mouth. It's one of my... right. It does dry out pretty considerable when I'm off the medication. Number two, when I'm off the paliperidone, I get ups and downs, which means one day I can be very focused, the next day I am very agitated, really like hyper, really high, and then the next day I'm really groggy, like I don't have energy. That also has to do because I have sleep changes cycles. One night I can sleep like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then the next night I'll get like literally 5 hours of sleep, which is not very typical healthy if that's occurring without the medication, which is a simple solution, right? So when I'm off the medication, I get lower energy. I am still intelligent, but I feel like I just can't focus the same way in daily when I'm off of it. I still am very, very smart, intelligent, even off the medication, and I am able to control my impulses. I haven't been back at CRC or hospitals, but it's just I feel like I just can't focus. Like I don't, I'm a different person. Like I can't focus when I'm off the medication. Like I'm talking about daily tasks, right? I just don't function the same way when I am off the paliperidone. And let me tell you right now that paliperidone is like 10 times better than risperidone. When I was on risperidone, I would sometimes get ups and downs the same way as I do right now. One day I would be really tired, groggy. The next day I would be super irritable, hyper, like really high, and then the next day I would be good. With the risperidone, you do get more ups and downs with the risperidone, and the reality is that. Remember I told you the reaction I was having to that medication where I was like having difficulty swallowing. I was like, my muscles were really stiff, like my face when I was eating, like I felt like I was gonna die almost. Like when you're eating, you get like this when you're on certain antipsychotics. When you're eating food, like you get like if you stuff a bunch in your mouth, like you're gonna die because you're like your muscles get rigid and you're dry mouth. That's what was happening with the risperidone. I think it might have been tardive dyskinesia if I can remember. The doctor said. With paliperidone, I don't really get this. It's wonderful. Alright? So, guys, a lot of likes on this video. A lot of views. If you guys are going to comment, please, I'm going to ask you only positive comments. If you guys have negative stuff to hear, let me tell you this right now. If I know you guys really said it, paliperidone is not fucking poison. It is the best medication. For me, in my case, it works very well for a lot of people. And Johnson & Johnson is not devils. That is just nonsense. That is shit. You guys, that is rude to say something like that to a company. And I want to just make you guys know how I feel that Johnson & Johnson is a good company. Paliperidone is a good medication. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people. And if you guys are going to comment on this video, if you guys have something negative to say, don't comment on this video. If you guys have something positive to say, I will be happy to respond to your comments. But I don't want to hear positive comments. I take a lot of my time making these videos, and all I hear is negative talk on the web. I hate, we're young people. We grow with this kind of technology, but all I hear is like negative, stupid talk with all these people, saying that paliperidone is nasty. I wish somebody would comment on my video and say, well, I'm glad you're doing well, good job, or like positive stuff. That's what I hope to hear, guys. Again, I hope you guys really like this video. I'm so excited going back on paliperidone. I am welcome to present me back on paliperidone, invega Sustenna injectable.